Today, we are making pumpkin cheesecake and gingerbread cookie cups. These are soft, spiced gingerbread style cookies filled with creamy, slightly sweet pumpkin cheesecake topped with caramel sauce. They are festive, rich, and honestly adorable. This recipe for pumpkin cheesecake and gingerbread cookie cups is from Chrissy over at The Busy Baker. So you know this bake is going to be approachable and impressive. I'll leave the original recipe link in the show notes below. So grab your favorite warm beverage, take a deep breath, and let's bake something delicious together. Before we get started on the bake, let's talk about mise en place, a French term for putting in place or everything in its place. Having everything ready and measured really helps make baking feel less chaotic. This recipe has two different elements, and we'll be bringing them together at the end. We will be making cookie cups and a pumpkin cheesecake filling. To help keep things organized, I'm going to put the two recipe ingredients on two separate counters. This also helps things feel less chaotic. As part of my mise en place and in looking at the recipe steps, I noticed that I needed to go ahead and whip my heavy whipping cream into stiff peaks. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll be right back. If you want to wait and do this till later, that's totally fine. I'm going to do it now, so it's one less thing I have to worry about when the time comes. In addition to the measured ingredients on the list, you're also going to want to keep a few tablespoons of sugar handy for rolling your cookies in later, as well as any garnishes that you might like. I have here some store-bought caramel sauce. If you want, you could make your own caramel sauce, use gingerbread sprinkles, cinnamon, toffee bits. Whatever your family likes would be great to top off these delicious cheesecake bites. Once all of the ingredients are prepped, we will move on to prepping our equipment. I will go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I also have here a mini muffin tin that I have sprayed with cooking spray. The recipe says it makes 24 cookie cups. I found that it made closer to 36, so you may want to keep an extra tray handy. Now that the ingredients are prepped and our equipment is ready, let's get started with our bake. Using either an electric hand mixer or a stand mixer, we will cream together 2/3 of a cup of room temperature butter and 1 cup of white sugar. I will beat these together on high until they are creamy and pale. This step adds a lot of air to your bake, so don't rush it. It should take at minimum 3 minutes, so be patient. Once the butter and sugar are creamed together, we will add in an egg and a 1/4 cup of molasses. And I will beat this mixture on medium until my egg and molasses are fully incorporated and the mixture looks glossy and smooth. Don't forget to turn your mixer off a few times and scrape down your bowl. I always seem to find a little pocket of molasses or butter hiding at the bottom of the bowl. Next, you can sift the dry ingredients together and then add them to your batter. But to save myself on dishes, I didn't, so here we go. To our mixer, we will add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. I let the mixture go for a few turns, and man, this smells amazing already. Like gingerbread season in a bowl. Oh, I cannot wait to taste these at the end. Okay. And I am quickly and humbly reminded to turn off the mixer, then add the flour, turn it all with a spatula, and then, and only then, turn on the mixer. Once all of the batter has been added to the mixture and everything is fully incorporated, it's time to get rolling. I've got a 1 tablespoon ice cream scooper here to help ensure that all of the balls are the same size. I won't be filling it up completely because I want each cookie cup to be a little under a tablespoon, but this is at least going to help sort of guide me in the right direction. I've got my previously prepared mini muffin pan here, and using my impeccably clean hands, I will roll each dough ball and then dip the ball into the sugar, fully coating it, and pop that into the greased mini muffin tin. And then I will repeat this step until all of the wells of my mini muffin tin are completely filled. This step would be great to do with friends or family. More hands make less work, and rolling cookie dough into balls and then rolling them into sugar is something any baker of any skill level can do. Once all of your dough balls have been rolled out, use your thumb to gently press the center of each ball. You don't have to make the perfect cup yet. We will fix that after they come out of the oven. You're just wanting to encourage the dough to grow up the sides versus stay in a circle. A little helpful hint: as I was pressing the dough, my thumb kept getting stuck. So I dipped my thumb into the sugar and then on the cookie, and this helped me from sticking to the cookies. Now that all of my dough has been rolled and pressed, I will pop these into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. See you in about 10 minutes. These look great and they smell even better, but I can't marble too long because I gotta work kind of quickly here. While our gingerbread cookie cups are fresh from the oven, I'm going to use the back of my teaspoon measuring spoon and press it down into the center of each cookie cup. This will help create a perfect shaped pocket where we will later fill with our pumpkin cheesecake. When all of the cookies have their own little pocket, I'm just going to let them cool completely in the tin before removing them. This just helps keep their shape. I'll either go do some chores around the house, eat lunch, or let's be honest, make myself a hot cup of tea while I wait. I'll see you in a bit. Once my cookie cups are about 80% cooled down, I'm going to pop them out of the muffin tin and let them cool the rest of the way on a cooling rack. Placing them on the cooling rack will also help make it much easier to pipe my cheesecake into the cookie cups later on. While my cookie cups continue to cool, let's make our cheesecake filling. Using either an electric hand mixer or a stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment, I will combine 400 grams or about 16 ounces of plain cream cheese. Let yours sit on the counter for a little bit. I let mine sit for between 20 to 40 minutes so that it's easier to mix. If it's straight from the fridge, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. I'm also going to add 4 tablespoons of pumpkin pie filling, not pumpkin puree, pumpkin pie filling, and half a cup of powdered sugar. Once everything is in the bowl, I'm going to whip it until it is smooth and creamy. Don't forget to pause a few times and scrape down the sides of the bowl. The cream cheese likes to hide at the bottom for some reason. Transparently, I found this step took some time, so be patient. You want to make sure that the cream cheese is fully incorporated with the other ingredients. If you leave any pieces of cream cheese, it could result in a surprising bite for guests later on. So keep mixing until everything looks nice and smooth. Using a spatula or a spoon, I'm going to fold in 2/3 of a cup of whipped cream that's been beaten to stiff peaks. I did this in the mise en place stage, but if you haven't whipped your whipped cream yet, go ahead and do that now and then fold it in. Be gentle and patient with this step. This is what makes your filling light and fluffy. Try not to overmix. You want everything to be just combined. And then marvel at it because it looks delicious. And if you want to sneak a little taste, I won't tell. Once the cookie cups are fully cooled, it is time to fill with our cheesecake. You can use a spoon or a piping bag and carefully fill each cookie cup. Remember, we are not aiming for perfection here, just deliciousness. If you find yourself getting frustrated, like myself, with how your cookie cups are coming out, remember that you are your own worst critic. Secondly, remember these aren't delicious, and perfect or not, that's what's important. And lastly, a myriad of mistakes can be easily covered up with carefully placed caramel or toffee bits. We are all learning as we go, one sweet mess at a time, so take a deep breath and give yourself a little bit of grace. And before you know it, the cookie cups are filled. They look so pretty. To garnish, I'm going to take my caramel sauce and carefully drizzle it over the top. You can also add gingerbread sprinkles, toffee bits, or cinnamon to the top of your cheesecake bites. Whatever your family likes will be just perfect. And just like that, we have delicious pumpkin cheesecake gingerbread cookie cups. These smell wonderful, and they are mini cookie cups, which makes them perfect for work events, Friendsgivings, Thanksgivings. Enough marveling at how cute these are. Let's try a bite. The cookie cups are soft and well spiced. The filling is creamy and light, and together it tastes like holidays in a bite. If you try these, you will not be disappointed. All right, I am off to find a cup of coffee and sneak a couple more of these delicious pumpkin cheesecake gingerbread cookie cups. Thank you so much for being with me here today. And remember, trying new things is messy, but the end result can be pretty sweet. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.